So, you're thinking of starting a new campaign, but you don't know what to do for the setting. All of your ideas feel like a ripoff from some other form of well known media. How are you supposed to create an interesting universe for your players to interact with? Where do you draw the line between influenced by and a blatant ripoff? Today, we're going to talk about your campaign world inspirations and how you can use ideas from existing stories to develop your own fictional world. World of Warcraft is one of the biggest MMORPGs in the world. Even 20 years after its release, people are still playing it. Old players keep coming back, and newbies are immersing themselves daily. The setting is based on Warcraft, a strategy game with your basic orcs versus humans. You might be surprised to learn that Warcraft was intended to be a Warhammer game. But when Games Workshop did not want to give Blizzard the license to tie in their game to their IP, Blizzard published the game anyway under a different name. Thus, we can safely say that World of Warcraft was inspired and developed for the Warhammer universe. But Warhammer wasn't an original idea either. A lot of the game was inspired by stories such as Conan the Barbarian and Lord of the Rings. On top of that, elves, dwarves, orcs, and goblins from Lord of the Rings were inspired by European folklore. Stories inspire more stories. Even the greatest storytellers pulled inspiration from various stories that came before them. If your setting includes a Dark Lord who is trying to take over the entire world with his army of orcs and goblins, then you're on the right track. If the only way to stop him is to throw a mysteriously powerful ring into a volcano, then you're basically playing Lord of the Rings. At that point, you might as well load up the extended editions and lock in for the next 11 hours and 22 minutes. The key is to have enough original ideas to make it your own. If literally all else fails, just appropriate ideas from a wide variety of other books, movies, and games and tweak them to make them your own. Or, if you want to play a game in the Star Wars, Warcraft, Witcher, or Lord of the Rings universe, just do it. Create your own story that plays off in the background of the main narrative. Just don't use named characters from canon, as it could break the story. Disney might decide to sue you, but still, I say do it. Another great way to make your story your own is to get some player input. If a player wanted to play a Tabaxi and there are none in your setting, think about how and where they would fit in. What would their society look like? What would be their part in the greater story universe? Keep in mind, it is the player's story too. While the DM crafts the narratives, the players are the ones who will spend hours upon hours in the world. So go out there and create some new worlds. Be inspired by those who came before you. There's a reason we share stories, and the reason is that storytelling is as much a part of us as breathing. So, take a deep breath and take the plunge. Good luck and happy adventuring!